Welcome to GossMania Homestead. We are a small 6-acre homesteading here in South Mississippi. I wanted to give y'all what has really done well for my advice for what has done really well for my blackberry bushes. Well, not really a bush yet, or vines, whatever you want to call it. I want to give you some tips, what has worked for my blackberry section here. So we got our blackberries on a 16 by 4 foot cattle panel, and we planted these last year. I'm going to insert some video of us fixing this up, but I have 4 plants in each section.
My videoing.
Hold on. So what I did was I looked up companion planting for our blackberries, and we purchased thornless blackberries. So what we did, we purchased thornless blackberries. We have 2 per section, so we divided it in half. Some is hanging over a little bit here because the bed that I have wasn't quite long enough. So we put 2 bushes there and 2 bushes there, or vines, whatever you want to call them, and we trellised them. We didn't cut these back at all, so we wanted them trellised. We want them away from any fence line. And the wild blackberries, they're really small here, and they're really pokey, very thorny. The kids could pick and it'd be up off the ground. We like the fact that they're thornless. We have not cut them back at all. We've cut back dead spots and, anything that, well, except for this one. Look, you can see here, this is a dead piece. You could break them off, or you could cut them back. And we have harvested many times off of this section this year. Last year, not so much, but this is year 2, and it's done really well. I'm going to show you these berries are pretty big. We got these from Lowe's. I think I got one also from Tractor Supply. I don't remember the name, but look at those. They're pretty large, size of my thumb. I have about, when they stain your hands, but they've done really well. Here's a huge cluster coming into harvest soon. Every once in a while you'll get a little piece that might die back like this. This part has actually died back a lot. You gotta trim this off. But we come in here and we just harvest daily. We've been harvesting daily, and we've had an abundance of them. Look at those, they're pretty big. So I looked up companion planting. Every once in a while I'll put a sunflower in here. One sunflower can do this though, y'all, and take up a lot of the bed. So I probably won't do any more sunflowers in here. The deer eat them anyway over here. But companion planting, I looked up what's a good companion plant for raspberries, blackberries, and such. So mint's really good, a good companion plant. Spearmint, mint, any type of mint, lemon balm. But I also read that thyme was a really good companion plant. So what I did was I chose thyme because I wanted it separate from, like, this is an herb section. This is my rosemary, my sage, and on the other side I have, let's see, I have some oregano. So I wanted a separate section for thyme, and I was like, well, let me try the thyme. These plants here, I'll show you. These plants here are thyme. This is last year's plant. So there's this one. So there's like Greek thyme, lemon thyme, and English thyme, I think. They're all different ones. Those are new that I planted this year, and I transferred some from here over. Really nice, and you can propagate these fairly easy. This is a huge one. It just has gone all over the bed. So I don't have to weed this often. There's some more here. You can see how it spreads. These are a lot of new babies here. This is a new plant. I propagated that piece off of that one. And this is a propagated piece. So these probably won't bunch back out till next year. This has worked really well because with the thyme in these beds, I don't have to the herb time. But the time in the beds, I don't have to weed this very often. I did have to weed in the beginning of spring. We had some, we get this Chinese, like, find it, weed that comes in often. I do not like it. It drives me nuts. So I have to screenshot it, what the term is for this, but this is so horrible because if you look underneath the leaves, if you look underneath the leaves here, they'll start growing seeds. Usually they'll start growing seeds on the back part of the leaf stems here. Everywhere. And we have like this, what's this called again with the old terminology for the milkweed, but there's a different term for it. That tends to grow in them sometimes. But the thyme, I believe, has worked the best for these beds. I don't have to worry about weeds too often. So we mulched it, we weeded it, we mulched it, and so far I haven't seen anything else come up in about a month. But I wanted to give you that tip. Plant thyme beneath your berries. We had over here, we had golden raspberries. They are thorn variety. I think the frost killed a lot of them. I had 2 plants here, I had 2 plants here. Only 1 bush came back. And I have over here, I have pineapple mint. I think this is lemon balm and spearmint. But they do really well. You can kind of see I haven't weeded over here. So we get a little bit of grass in here because the lawnmower will kick the grass back in here. I hadn't added new dirt to this. I add a little bit of dirt sometimes to our beds and freshen up the beds and mulch. I hadn't done that to these yet. But once you do that, for the rest of the season, they stay pretty weed free. Also, I know, why do you have birdhouses by your berries? They do pick them, but they don't pick that many. I've seen maybe out of a whole cup full I get, say I harvest this much a day, half a cup to a cup full, there might be 4 or 5 that might be either fell down or been eaten by a bird. And we have these beautiful little northern bluebirds. She might be in here, I'm not sure. I'll see if I could see. That nest in here, and they come back every year. They have 3 to 4 sets of babies. The bird houses right here in the garden area. And I like them. I just like them. I have some over here. But you can say, oh, don't do that. You'll invite them to eat your... They don't mess with this part of the garden. I got to do the garden tour. It's not as beautiful and magnificent as I would like it, but it's beautiful to me. I'll do another garden tour. We've already harvested these peas. I need to plant more. But they don't mess with this part of the garden. They will pick from the berry from time to time. Y'all, that little tip where you could just see what... I'm looking more into companion planting for our garden to maximize our garden space. And this will maximize your raspberry bed space, because most people don't usually plant below their raspberries and blackberries. They just leave it empty. But I really have, I like the way it looks too. It looks very earthy and dual purposed. But if you have anything that you notice that you could plant beneath your blackberries or raspberries and such, and it helps keep it somewhat weed free, let me know. And because I'm making probably 2 more of these. I'm going to go buy some thornless raspberry bushes, but mainly we like the blackberries. But I'm going to buy some more blackberries, and we're going to add some more this way. I think 1 more this way, and I want to add a strip right here. Hi, Patty. And maybe 1 more strip by the magnolia tree. How it looks when it gets eaten by a bird. Oh, I got that one. Get that one. So they do that. You can always replant that though, right?
Yeah, because we got.
You do. You can see how they just pecked at it.
Freeze dry.
Well, if I get a freeze dryer, we hope to get one soon. You could just plant these and a little bit of dirt and see if you could get some fresh thornless blackberry bushes and keep propagating your plants. You could sell them and sometimes they do this. They don't grow as well. You got like this little bunch, but not often. Here, there's another little batch that's kind of been picked on, but you know, I ain't worried about it.
I see one right here.
Hold on. Where?
Right here.
All right, go ahead and get that one. Here. Show 'em. Big one. Put it in here. There's one also behind it right here. You see it? There.
Oh. At least they're thornless, so I won't poke myself.
So Robin, show me where a deer has been eating my garden. I had Cherokee tan wax beans here. She's done ate them all. She ate a little bit of it. She don't like this as much, I don't think. So this is my Malabar spinach. Yeah, I see where she's eating the ends off of it. So she nibbled on it. This is all volunteers from last year's plant. So if you plant Malabar spinach, keep it where you want it to be, because that's all volunteers. And she ate, we have sweet potatoes in this bed. She ate that. But I'm really upset because I almost could have harvested some beans from these, and she eats my garden. Whoa, we missed those two. Yeah, we just missed those two.
Did you pick this one?
Yeah,
It's gone to seed. That's what it's done. It's gotten too big. Okay, twist, Liam. There you go. Macy, I found a pepper.
3 actually.
Hold on, Lexi.
This one?
All right.
Not that one. That's too small. This one. Bell peppers. And these aren't bell peppers. And this one. No. It's too small.
That's pretty good. Hold on. I want to know if I have created the very first variegated basil. So I have purple basil and sweet basil. And I think I might have created a variegated or a polka dotted basil. Is polka dotted. This is variegated somewhat. And then you got another polka dotted version. And this one, it looks variegated with some red in it.
This video me picking these.
Over there and you can get that one. So I planted carrots in with, this is a big old butter crunch lettuce. Twist it. Let me see. Good job.
Bell pepper.
A green, right?
Green bell pepper.
What are these?
These are sweet
banana
Sweet
pepper.
banana
But,
peppers.
yep. Okay, if you like,
It's right there on that side.
all right, if you liked our video, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell. We appreciate you watching. I'm going to do a garden tour, even though you see it's kind of just basic. I didn't plant as many sunflowers this year, but I am planting some more. And we're going to clean this up, and I'll do all the tours of all the gardens that we got. So, like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you later. Hi, babe. Yep. God bless y'all.
She's thankful to keep the faith.
See y'all later. Bye.
So that was there. Don't touch it. Look. Can you walk?